Why strong people never explain themselves. The moment you wake up. There is a moment in life when something inside you becomes quiet. Not empty, not sad, just calm. It often happens after you feel tired. Not body tired, soul tired. You feel tired of talking, tired of proving, tired of explaining who you are. For years, you tried to make people understand you. You explained your choices. You explained your dreams. You explained your mistakes. You spoke slowly. You spoke clearly. You spoke honestly. Still, they did not understand. Some nodded, but doubted you. Some smiled, but judged you. Some listened, but never heard you. One day, you noticed something strange. The more you explain, the smaller you feel. Your words become heavy. Your chest feels tight. Your mind becomes noisy. This is the first sign, the sign of awakening. You start asking a new question, not how do I explain better, but why am I explaining at all? Strong people ask this question. Weak people never do. Strong people notice patterns. They see reactions. They see energy. They see who listens. They see who pretends. They see who enjoys doubting them. And suddenly, they understand a truth. Some people never wanted to understand you. Not yesterday, not today, not tomorrow. Not because you are unclear, but because they already decided who you are. Their mind is closed, their opinion is locked, their judgment is finished. Explaining to them is like pouring water into stone. Nothing enters, everything spills. Strong people see this, and when they see it, something changes. They stop chasing approval. Approval is a dangerous addiction. It feels sweet at first, like sugar, but later it makes you weak. When you depend on approval, you depend on permission. When you depend on permission, you are not free. Strong people love freedom more than approval. They understand something simple. Freedom is quiet. Approval is loud. Approval shouts. Freedom breathes. Imagine a mountain. Tall, still, silent. The mountain does not explain why it stands. It simply stands. Storms hit it. Winds scream at it. Clouds cover it. Still, it stands. Strong people are like that mountain. They do not rush to defend themselves. They do not panic when judged. They do not shake when doubted. Not because they are arrogant, but because they are certain. Certainty is power. When you are certain, you do not argue. When you are certain, you do not chase. When you are certain, you do not beg to be understood. You simply continue walking.
Most people talk to be believed. Strong people act and let reality speak. Words can lie, actions cannot. Anyone can promise, few can prove. Strong people choose proof. Think of a seed in soil. It does not explain how it will grow. It does not announce its plan. It grows in silence. Days pass, nothing shows. Weeks pass, still nothing. But under the soil, life is moving. Roots stretch, cells divide, strength builds. No applause, no audience, no explanations. Then one morning, green appears. That is how real growth works. Silent first, visible later. Weak people want results first. Strong people build roots first. This is why strong people rarely explain themselves. They are busy growing. Explaining takes energy. Growth needs energy. You cannot give energy to both. Every explanation costs focus. Every defense costs strength. Every argument costs peace. Strong people protect peace. Peace is not laziness. Peace is strategy. When your mind is calm, you see clearly. When you see clearly, you choose wisely. When you choose wisely, you move powerfully. Noise steals clarity. Arguments are noise. Judgment is noise. Drama is noise. Strong people do not fight noise. They step away from it. Silence is their shield. Some people think silence means weakness. They are wrong. Silence is control. Anyone can shout. Few can stay calm. Anyone can react. Few can pause. Anyone can defend. Few can smile and walk away. That is strength. Imagine someone criticizes you. They question your choice. They laugh at your dream. Your old self reacts fast. Your heart beats hard. Your voice rises. You explain everything. You defend every detail. You try to make them understand. But their face stays cold. They are not listening. They are waiting. Waiting for you to finish. Waiting to attack again. Strong people see this trap. So they do something different. They stay calm. They stay quiet. They stay steady. Not because they have no answer, but because they do not need one. Silence confuses critics. Critics expect reaction. They expect emotion. They expect defense. When they get silence, they lose power. Their words fall flat. Their attack fades. Their control disappears. Silence is not empty. Silence speaks. It says, I know who I am. I trust my path. I do not need your approval. That message is louder than shouting. Strong people understand something most never learn. Not every voice deserves your response. Some voices want truth. Answer them. Some voices want growth. Help them. Some voices want peace. Stay with them. But some voices want control. Leave them.
You do not need to attend every argument you are invited to. Life is not a courtroom. You are not on trial. You are living. Living is not explaining. Living is doing. When you run, you do not explain running. When you build, you do not explain building. When you grow, you do not explain growing. You simply run, build, grow. Strong people focus on movement. Weak people focus on opinion. Opinions change like weather. Truth stands like stone. Today they praise you, tomorrow they doubt you, next week they copy you. If you chase opinion, you chase wind. Strong people chase purpose. Purpose is steady. Purpose is quiet. Purpose is loyal. When you live with purpose, explanation feels unnecessary. A lion does not explain why it roars. It roars. The forest understands. Strength is like that. Real strength does not announce itself. It reveals itself, slowly, naturally, clearly. The strongest person in the room is often the calmest. They listen more. They speak less. They observe everything. They do not rush to prove their worth. They already know it. Knowing your worth changes everything. When you know your worth, rejection does not break you. When you know your worth, criticism does not control you. When you know your worth, silence does not scare you, because silence becomes your home. In silence, you think. In silence, you grow.
In silence, you become.
Most people fear silence. They fill it with words. Strong people use silence. They fill it with power. There comes a day when you realize something beautiful. You do not need everyone to understand you. You only need to understand yourself. That day is freedom. That day pressure disappears. That day fear weakens. That day confidence rises. Not loud confidence, calm confidence. Calm confidence is unbreakable. It does not need applause. It does not need attention. It does not need permission. It only needs truth. And truth does not shout. Truth stands. Strong people stand. They stand in doubt. They stand in silence. They stand in storms, because they know storms pass. Judgment passes. Criticism passes. Noise passes. But self-trust stays. Self-trust is the root of real power. When you trust yourself, explanations fade away. You no longer feel the urge to defend every choice. You no longer feel the need to correct every opinion. You no longer feel pressure to be understood by everyone. You breathe, and in that breath you feel something new. Space. Space to think, space to grow, space to become stronger than before. This is the beginning of transformation. Not loud, not dramatic, not public. Quiet, deep, real. This is where strong people are born, not in noise, in silence. And once you taste that silence, you never want to return to the noise again. Part 2. Strong people know their value. They do not beg for belief. They do not chase approval. They stand firm like a tall tree. Storms hit. Rain falls. The tree still stands. Weak minds ask many questions. They ask why. They ask how. They ask again and again. Strong minds stay quiet. They do not feel pressure to answer every voice. They choose peace over noise. Explaining too much is heavy. It feels like carrying stones in a bag. Each word adds weight. Each defense adds stress. Soon you feel tired. Soon you feel small. Strong people drop the stones. They walk free. They understand one truth. Not everyone wants to understand you. Some people only want to judge you. Some people only want to doubt you. Some people only want to control you. No explanation can change them. So strong people save their breath. They speak when it matters. They stay silent when it does not. They choose words like gold, rare, precious, powerful. When you explain too much, people test you. They push more. They question more. They doubt more. They see your fear. They see your need. Strong people show none of this. They show calm. Calm is power. Calm is control. Calm is confidence. A calm person cannot be shaken easily. A calm mind cannot be ruled by others. Silence protects that calm. Imagine a lake at dawn. The water is still. The surface is smooth. You can see the sky inside it. Now imagine someone throws stones. Ripples break the image. Noise breaks the peace. Explanations are those stones. Strong people guard their lake. They know this rule. People respect what is steady. People trust what is calm. People follow what is clear. They do not follow panic. They do not follow noise. They do not follow fear. Strong people do not argue with every opinion. They do not fight every critic. They do not chase every rumor. They focus on their path. They walk forward, step by step, quietly. A river does not stop because someone talks about it. It keeps flowing. It keeps moving. It keeps going to the sea. Strong people are like that river. They move forward no matter what voices say. They know talk is cheap. Action is proof. Words fade. Results stay. So they choose results. They build. They grow. They improve. Some people misunderstand them. Some people call them cold. Some people call them proud. Strong people do not panic. They do not rush to explain. They let time reveal truth. Time is honest. Time shows character. Time shows strength. Time shows who is real. So strong people trust time.
They also know this. You cannot please everyone. If you try, you lose yourself. If you chase all voices, you forget your own voice. Strong people protect their inner voice. They listen inside. They follow that sound. Their silence is not empty. Their silence is full of thought, full of focus, full of purpose. While others talk, they plan. While others judge, they grow. Think of a bow and arrow. Before the arrow flies, it pulls back. The pull looks still, but power is building. Silence is that pull. It prepares strength. It prepares direction. It prepares impact. Strong people understand energy. They do not waste it on useless talk. They save it for dreams. They save it for goals. They save it for progress. Energy saved is power gained. When someone attacks them with words, they do not react fast. They breathe. They watch. They stay steady. Reaction is easy. Control is strength. Silence gives control. Many arguments die when one side is quiet. Many conflicts fade when one side is calm. Many insults lose power when ignored. Strong people know this secret. Silence can end battles. They do not explain their worth. They show it. They do not explain their strength. They live it. They do not explain their dreams. They build them. Imagine a candle in a dark room. It does not shout. It does not speak. Yet everyone sees it. Light proves itself. Strong people are that light. They respect themselves first. Self-respect is a shield. Self-respect is armor. Self-respect blocks doubt. When you respect yourself, you do not beg others to understand. You stand tall. They also know silence is wisdom. Wise people listen more than they talk. They observe. They learn. They see what others miss. Noise hides truth. Silence reveals it. Some people fear silence. They rush to fill it. They talk fast. They talk long. They talk loud. Strong people are not afraid of silence. They are friends with it. Silence gives space. Space gives clarity. Clarity gives direction. Direction gives power. This is why strong people stay quiet. They do not explain every decision. They do not justify every step. They know their reasons. That is enough. Inner certainty is stronger than outside approval. Picture a mountain climber. He climbs alone. Wind hits his face. Cold bites his skin. No crowd cheers. No one claps. Still he climbs. He does not stop to explain why. He climbs because he chooses to. Strong people live like that climber. They move because they choose, not because others agree, not because others approve. Choice is freedom. Freedom is strength. They understand another truth. People who always explain are often doubted more. Too many words look unsure. Too many reasons look weak. Few words look strong. Few words look clear. Few words look confident. They use simple sentences. They use clear answers. Sometimes they use no words at all. Their calm face speaks. Their steady eyes speak. Their actions speak louder than sound. They know silence creates mystery. Mystery creates respect. Respect creates influence. People listen more when you speak less.
People value words that are rare. Strong people do not chase the last word. They do not need to win every talk. They do not need to prove every point. They choose peace over pride. Peace is victory. They also protect their time. Time is life. Time is treasure. Long explanations steal time. Arguments steal time. Drama steals time. Strong people guard their time like gold. They invest time in growth. They read, they learn, they train, they build skills, they build character, they build a future. While others argue, they advance. While others shout, they improve. While others complain, they act. Movement beats noise. Progress beats talk. Strong people know not all battles matter. Some fights are traps. Some debates are empty. Some critics are lost. Silence helps them walk away. Walking away is not losing. Walking away is choosing. Choosing peace. Choosing focus. Choosing strength. Only the wise know when to leave. They keep their circles small. Few people, real people, trusted people. They explain only to those who deserve it, not to everyone, not to strangers, not to doubters. Their life is simple. Simple mind, simple goals, simple actions. Simplicity is power. Noise is weakness. Strong people shine quietly, like stars in the night. They do not scream for attention. Still, everyone sees them. True strength does not beg to be seen. If you want to be strong, start here. Speak less, listen more. Explain less, do more. Doubt less, trust more. Let your work speak. Let your growth speak. Let your peace speak. The world listens to results. The world respects calm. The world follows strength. You do not need to explain your path. Walk it. You do not need to explain your dream. Build it. You do not need to explain your worth. Live it. This is the quiet power of strong people. They do not shout. They do not argue. They do not chase approval. They stand. They act. They rise. Part 3. The quiet power that changes your life. Strong people build a silent life. Not a lonely life. A peaceful life. A clear life. A life with purpose. They wake up with focus. They move with direction. They breathe with calm. They do not rush to prove anything. They only move to improve something. Every morning is a new page. Weak minds look for approval. Strong minds look for growth. They ask one question: how can I be better today? They do not compare their path. They do not measure their worth with others. They measure progress with yesterday. Yesterday was the past. Today is the chance. Tomorrow is the reward. They know change is quiet. Seeds grow in silence. Roots grow in darkness. Strength grows in patience. Nothing powerful grows in noise. Think of bamboo. For years it grows under the ground. No one sees it. No one praises it. No one claps. Then one day it rises fast, tall, straight, strong. Success is like bamboo. Strong people trust this process. They work when no one watches. They train when no one claps. They learn when no one cares. They build when no one believes. This is silent power. Many people quit early. They want fast praise. They want quick results. They want easy wins. Strong people are different. They choose slow growth. They choose hard work. They choose long vision. They know loud success is born from quiet effort. Every master was once unknown. Every winner was once doubted. Every leader was once ignored. Silence was their teacher. When you stop explaining, you start doing. When you stop arguing, you start building. When you stop proving, you start becoming. This is the turning point. Strong people protect their mind. They guard it like a garden. Bad words are weeds. Doubt is poison. Fear is a storm. They pull weeds early. They block poison fast. They wait out storms calmly. They choose what enters their mind. They choose what stays. They choose what grows. Control of mind is control of life. Most people react. Strong people respond. Reaction is fast. Response is wise. Reaction is emotion. Response is strength. Someone insults them, they stay calm. Someone doubts them, they keep working. Someone laughs at them, they keep building. They do not stop. They do not bend. They do not break. They understand people project fear. People project pain. People project limits. But projection is not truth. Noise is not truth. Opinion is not truth. Truth is what you do daily. Truth is what you build slowly. Truth is what you become quietly.
Strong people trust action more than talk. Talk is wind. Action is stone. Wind passes, stone remains. They become solid inside. Solid values, solid habits, solid discipline. No storm can shake solid ground. Discipline is their secret. Not talent, not luck, not praise. Discipline. They do small things daily. They repeat. They improve. They repeat again. Small steps make long roads make big change. They do not wait for motivation. They act without it. They know action creates motivation, not the other way around. Some days feel heavy. Some days feel slow. Some days feel dark. Still they move. Even one step, even half a step. Movement is victory. Strong people forgive quickly, not because others deserve it, because peace deserves it. Holding anger is heavy. Letting go is light. They also forgive themselves. They made mistakes. They failed before. They fell down, but they stood again. Falling is human. Rising is power. They speak kindly to themselves. Their inner voice is strong, not cruel, not harsh, not loud, just steady, just honest, just firm. They say, keep going, stay focused, you are growing, you are learning, you are becoming. Strong people do not fear silence, they use it. Silence to think, silence to heal, silence to plan, silence to grow. In silence they meet themselves, their real thoughts, their real dreams, their real fears, and they face them bravely. Most people run from themselves. Strong people listen to themselves. Listening brings truth. Truth brings direction. Direction brings power. They know life is not a race. It is a journey, not a battle, a path, not a show, a story. They write that story daily, with habits, with choices, with courage. Every choice is a sentence. Every day is a page. Every year is a chapter. They want their story strong, not loud, not flashy, not fake, just real, just meaningful, just true. Strong people are not perfect. They feel fear, they feel doubt, they feel pain, but they do not obey fear. They do not follow doubt. They do not surrender to pain. They move anyway. That is courage. Not no fear, but action with fear. They understand something simple. Confidence is built, not given, earned, not gifted, created, not found. Every promise they keep builds confidence. Every task they finish builds belief. Every challenge they face builds strength. Confidence grows from proof. That is why they act more than they speak. Action gives proof. Proof builds trust. Trust builds power.
Strong people do not chase attention. They attract respect. Attention is loud. Respect is quiet. Attention fades fast. Respect stays long. They choose respect. They choose depth. They choose truth. they choose growth. When they finally speak, people listen, because silence made their words rare. Rare words feel important. Important words feel powerful. They do not need many sentences. One line is enough. Clear, calm, strong. This is the reward of silence. Clarity, focus, strength, freedom. Freedom from pressure, freedom from approval, freedom from noise, freedom from doubt. And in that freedom, they rise, not loudly, but surely, not quickly, but steadily, not for show, but for truth. One day, people notice. They ask how you changed. They ask when you grew. They ask why you shine. You smile. You stay calm. You do not explain. Because now you understand. Strong people do not need to explain themselves. Their life explains everything.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Self-Study Every Day for more helpful lessons. Leave a comment and tell me what you want to learn next.